Economies like Kenya are on the brink of success in becoming global marketplace leaders, but continue to be inhibited by extreme poverty and rampant corruption. Even with over 80% of the population proclaiming to be followers of Jesus Christ.
My name is Julian Kula. I'm a pastor at the Purpose Center Church, and I'm also founder of a group of companies which employs people in about 22 countries now. We're dealing with daily issues every day as pastors, and yet we're disconnected from what the sheep are going through even in the marketplace. When you start to understand and become a part of that challenge in the marketplace, then you're able to become relevant in what you're teaching.
Jesus told his disciples that as you go, make disciples of all nations. It's in the process of life that we make our most significant influence. If this person is spending 20 hours a week in a business and he has nothing to share about his gospel, he doesn't know how to bring his faith into his business, then he's failing as a Christian.
How can I use what it is I have in my hands to bring transformation? And for the business people, they have amazing skill. They're out in the workplaces and the marketplaces just doing these amazing things. But the recognition is that even with those opportunities for business, there can be the opportunities to open a place for transformation.
My wife and I just felt very strongly that we were lacking enough examples around how we can still do ministry in depth and at the same time do work in depth. And Sinapis comes up with a 4-month, very disciplined course on exactly how it should be done.
Sinapis came up with this program. We thought, why not? I think they need to do business, but much more better if they do their business as Christians. If there is an aspect of Christ reflected within their businesses, then my overall objective of discipleship, of making disciples for Christ, is very well achieved.
For a long time, we've struggled with issues of sustainable economic empowerment through business, especially with the members of the communities around us.
Out of that recognition, we realized that there were members of our congregation who are entrepreneurs and are able to open up employment opportunities for those members of our community that are looking to be employed. And so our biggest reason for engaging Sinapis was to challenge the entrepreneurs to think about how they can grow what it is that they're doing so that they can create employment.
Sinapis is an intensive entrepreneurship program for business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs who want to take their business to the next level of growth and who also want to learn how to integrate their life as a follower of Jesus Christ and their life as a business owner and a participant in the marketplace.
Sinapis deploys its entrepreneurship program through churches and other partner organizations who want to empower their members to be successful entrepreneurs and champions of Jesus Christ in the marketplace. Sinapis partners with Acton School of Business in Texas, and entrepreneurs get an interactive online platform with amazing MBA content, in-class trainings jam-packed with live simulation games, case studies, debate, and fieldwork challenges to help them implement what they learn in their own businesses. Each entrepreneur is paired in a small group to keep each other accountable for achieving the fieldwork challenges. 25% of Sinapis' curriculum is focused on challenging entrepreneurs to think what a kingdom business is and how they can change the spiritual foundation of their country.
I joined Sinapis program with the primary ambition to network with like-minded people.
A friend of mine came and told me, Mike, there's a class teaching about business, doing the business the right way.
I joined the Sinapis program because I wanted to know how to run a business.
So I was going to the class just to see what I'll be offered. Is it different from the other things outside?
I didn't have the experience of running a business before. And so I needed to know the ins and outs, the challenges.
I was in debt. I didn't know how business is done. I thought business is just buying and selling.
and I discovered it was perfect. That's the best decision I've ever made in my life.
The changes that I've seen in my business as a result of Sinapis, first and foremost, is better planning. With time, I've learned to make better decisions.
We've seen an increase in sales, and that's because we've learned to customize different aspects of business. For example, we're very careful about little details, things like process time, lead time, which I learned at Sinapis.
Sinapis has changed a lot in my business, and I can assure you, I have no regrets at all. Actually, if I was given another chance to repeat Sinapis, I still go back because the much it has boosted my business, especially in financials.
So we're able to see this is the mistake we made at this stage and how to go around and avert that.
Looking at the business as a whole, not just there is money, let me do it.
I feel that I'm more financially focused and I can be able to predict what my income will be and what my expenses are.
I am better equipped to manage my finances. I have a budget for starters and I know how that it should change and how it should be managed. I have a better understanding of cash flow and how to manage credit.
At the same time, I learned how to visualize my business. At the beginning you learn, how to create your vision, your mission. So once you have that, then it's very easy to create steps to attain your goal.
I realized that as a way upgrade, I cannot do it all alone. I need a team.
I was also able to work on myself as a leader, and because of that, we have a very united team.
And how to ensure that there's a balance between what I'm receiving and what is out in credit, so that at the end of the day, I am not cash strapped or unable to deliver services to the set of clients that I have at any given time.
I think I understand my cash flows better now. I don't struggle with balancing expenditure and income.
So it helped me look at human resources, how to empower not only my business but others in being productive.
And so while I would walk into, say, the kitchen and everybody freezes, now I walk in and people are, smiling and, so it really changed me as a leader as well.
I've been able to make friends. So from these friends, we've been able to support one another. Also from that, I've been able to get a group of people who I can be able to ask for various advice on how to carry out things. So that's an amazing thing I've gotten from Sinapis.
Sinapis has impacted my faith in a very profound way. Fundamentally, there was this issue of how do I grow my business, at the same time grow my faith.
Most importantly, that you can still give time to God and still have a successful business to run.
My business is a calling from God, and that it is God who gives me the ability to make wealth, so that whatever I do it as unto the Lord.
For the typical business person, you tend to grow your business. At a ratio of 70-30, you grow your business more at 70 and your faith at 30. But when I listened to and went through the Sinapis class, I was able to refocus, and I realized that actually they should be going at tandem.
Sinapis taught us how you're actually responsible for the spiritual lives of the people who work with you. And so we became a bit more consistent about Bible study on Monday mornings, prayers on Monday mornings, and that's why now we are more like a united team.
The example we got in one of our classrooms was an entrepreneur who gave 100% of his business to God and still lived a fulfilling life. So I think I can do the same.
The most important lesson I learned in Sinapis is the operation process.
I had problems with figures. I learned more about accounting. Now I can know how to manage the business financially. It has made us to run the business smoothly.
When most entrepreneurs begin, you are doing most of the things on your own. And so I realized for me, accounting was quite an issue. My books really were not in good order.
The most important lessons I learned from Sinapis include how to pipeline for recruitment. That is, you need a talent pool from which would come the people you would work with.
There's also need to understand, to have what we call management accounting, whereby you're able to really look at your accounts and make decisions based on the accounts that you have, and that helps you in terms of planning.
There are many important lessons I learned from Sinapis, and one of them is about the customer. If you cannot do anything, you cannot even implement an idea if you do not understand what the customer needs.
If a substitute comes into the market, why is the customer ready to buy my product? How will I create a brand of my product? How will my product survive after 3 years into the market?
Segmenting your customers, that is discarding certain type of customers and only focusing on certain other customers.
Joining Sinapis is the best idea one can have.
I would tell an entrepreneur thinking of joining Sinapis to join it, and at the same time to take it seriously, because as much as the work is compact, it's very good information and it can really transform your business. It transformed mine, so if they take it seriously, it can do wonders for their business.
Join like yesterday.
Join ASAP.
Join the class yesterday.
To actually join and to do it now.
They should join Sinapis and gain more.
However, let them prepare for the hardest course in their life.
Don't start without going to Sinapis, because Sinapis will teach you how to avoid just doing any business without a future.
A lot of the things that we learned in class are things I wish I knew like 8 years ago when we were getting into business.
The practicality of Sinapis really changes things.
Sinapis is one of the best places where we should join. Instead of going for long duration in school, 3 years, in Sinapis is a short term and is specific to the point of the business.
What Sinapis will do for them is to essentially open their eyes.
I've studied wide, but Sinapis, that was the most challenging course I've ever done, the hardest 16 weeks ever. But all in all, at the end of it all, I do not regret.